What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about rebranding you. It's about to be 2025, and so many people are going to walk into a space where they're like, new year, new me, right? They want to go and find new habits, new results, new people. Everything's going to be new, right? And what people don't understand is that what they end up doing is that for the first month, for the second month, they end up doing something new, they try something, and then they want to go back into what they were already comfortable with, right? This is the year to rebrand you. This is the year to rebrand your fashion sense. This is the year to rebrand the business that you want to create. This is the year to rebrand the logos that you want to do, the things that you want to accomplish, right? Rebranding everything and everything about you to be who you want to be, right? So many people in this world, they're so used to trying to follow all the latest trends, trying to hop on the latest, things that's going on in the world. But when you start rebranding who you want to be, then it's going to make it more simpler and more understanding of who you are, right? People want to jump on the latest fashion trends, right? But that's not really your sense of fashion. That's not really how you want to carry yourself. People want to jump on the latest jewelry trends. People want to be able to be in the new, spaces that they're not used to being in, right? It could be at schools. They want to get into new clubs. They want to get into new activities, right? All those type of things, but they're doing it for the pleasing of someone else. Right? As we're rebranding, you have to focus on who you want to be. What do you want to accomplish as you're trying to go through these things? Where do you see yourself as you're trying to work on yourself? Where do you see yourself in a couple months, right? Okay, so I'm going to be working on this and this and this to get to this point in a couple months. By this time, and by this time, right? What are we working to get there? How am I rebranding myself to get there? I want to be able to lose this much weight so I can be able to be better, be healthier, look better. What does it take for me to be there? Okay, by March, I need to lose this much. By April, I need to lose this much. By September, I need to lose this much. And you start holding yourself accountable where you want to get to. You have to rebrand yourself to be who you need to be. And as we're going into the new year, a lot of people are going to be in this place where they want to rebrand themselves. They want to be like, okay, look, this is who I am. This is my new mentality. This is the new way that I carry myself. This is the new way that I dress. This is the new way that I fashion myself. This is the new way that I talk. These are the new people that I interact with. But as long as you're rebranding for yourself, then that is the most crucial and key thing in your life. And as you're trying to figure out the whole new year, new me, stay consistent with what you're working on. Stay consistent with the people that you're going to grow with the with the places that you're going to show up at. And the thing is that what you have to think about is, one thing that I think about that's very key is that I'm a walking billboard for myself, right? People will tell you, okay, well, the way you carry yourself matters. It's because people talk about you in different rooms. People talk about you in different places that you're not even in. So if you're out here fooling around, acting stupid, then that's what they're going to talk about. And someone that you never met before is going to be like, oh yeah, they're a clown. They don't take life seriously. They like to get into trouble. But if you're a person that's like, oh yeah, he's a businessman. He shows up on time. He likes to dress well. He smells nice. He likes to carry himself in a nice manner. Then that translates to other people. Right? And what you have to understand is that the way that you are branding yourself and the way that you carry yourself translate for how you view yourself. If you walk in and you see someone else that's homeless and you see someone that doesn't have their life together, someone that's struggling, right? You might think that they probably don't have the right priorities, right? They don't have their life together. You see someone else on the other side, they're in a suit and tie. You see someone that dresses nice, keeps their hair cut, right? You're gonna think that they have their life together. They have some type of poise to them, that they're actually going after something, they're working on something, right? How you carry yourself matters, and you don't realize it until you're in a position where you actually see that it matters. You show up to an event, you have a raggedy t-shirt on, people are gonna think, okay, he doesn't really care about how he looks. You have another person that dresses well and wears fitted clothing, so it hugs their muscles, hugs their legs, right? They wear nice shoes. They're like, okay, well, he must take care of himself. How you present yourself matters, right? And what you have to understand is, as you're trying to rebrand yourself, as you're moving into this new season of your life, what you're going to realize is that you're becoming who you want to become. You have to be able to focus on who you want to represent yourself as, right? People go to places and it doesn't even have to be, I know I'm talking a lot about a fashion sense standpoint, but it could be your social interaction. You know, you have people that you're like, oh yeah, I can't really invite them because they're really socially awkward, or they don't know how to be in social places. You have someone else that's like, okay, I want to invite them, but you know, they like to be to themselves, so they're not even a big people person, right? You have other people that's like, I want to bring them, but they're always on their phone, or they're always listening to music, or you know, whatever the case is. It's like, where do you fit in these circles for you to actually be where you're supposed to be able to be around the right people, as well as those circles that you're already involved in are hindering the person that you may want to be. You're not even supposed to be in those circles, but yet people are trying to get you involved. You know, people want to bring you out of your shell, so be more social. You know, the way that you may view a person, let's say that you're the anti-social person, right? And you don't really like talking to people. That may hinder someone else inviting you to an event that could change your life. That can hinder you from being somewhere that you need to be for that period of your life, right? And what people end up doing is that they're just like, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to brand myself like this and I'm going to stay in my own corner. Brand yourself and expand yourself to be around the right people. I'm always going to stress that, because being around the right people and have the right connections takes your life to that next level. You never know what someone knows, and you never know who someone knows. And the quicker that you realize that, then the quicker that you realize you can really expand your circle very, very quickly, right? All of a sudden you want to get into fashion, you meet someone that's not even into fashion. Let's say that they're in real estate, but they know someone that has started a fashion business. So now that person can be able to connect with you and tell you how you want to get started. That person can tell you exactly what it takes for you to get started, how much money, what good websites to work on, right? Good things that work, trends that are going on, colors that work, right? You got to be able to expand your circle so you can be able to be in the right ones. And if you don't do that and you keep your brand to a minimum, then it keeps people away from you and it keeps you out of the loop, right? So now you feel like you're alone, you're trying to figure life out on your own, trying to be able to, you know, do the things that you want to do, but you're by yourself. So, you know, rebranding yourself this year is going to be the most key change in your life. And the reason I say that is because so many people, they want to change their life around, but they don't know why or how to change their life around. What is your goal in 2025? Right? Like, what are we really working for? What are we really aiming for? As we're trying to move on and trying to be this better person, what is the reason that you're trying to actually be better? Is it so that you can flex on people, or so that you can be better than you were last year? What is the why? Let's start there. Then the next question is, what are you going to do to actually accomplish what you want to do? As you realize all the whys and all the things that you want to do, break them all down. Why do I want to have a business? It's because I want to help people. Why do I want to help people? So that people aren't stuck in the same position that they were last year or in this month. Okay, how can we help people? Or how can we start a business? Well, I need to get an LLC. I need to be able to get a, something that can say I have a legit business. How do we help people? Well, we could do this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to break down all of the whys and all of the whats until you have an official plan of what it is that you want to do for yourself. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that as you're trying to move on from the next year, this past year, and you've learned all these mistakes and all these things about yourself, make sure that you focus on the things that are actually going to get you to where you want to get to. Because what people do is that they start something, you start going to the gym for the first or second month, and then it gets hard, and now you're like, yeah, I'm just going to go back to being comfortable. I'm just going to go back to being where I was in 2024. Now, some of you guys have already been there, where you say, I'm going to be in a better position, and then you end up no better than you were last year, right? You say, this year I'm going to buy this new car, this year I'm going to be in an apartment, this year I'm going to be able to have this and this and this, accomplished and acquired. And yet at the end of the year, you're like, man, how did I not do all of these things I said I was going to do? It's because you didn't change any of the habits that you already had. And if you did change the habits, then maybe it was your work ethic, maybe it was the time you had, maybe it was the connections, right? That's what I'm saying. All of these things are important for you to know and to have, because the quicker and the better that you have all of those, then the more that can actually put you in a position to win. Of course, everyone wants to make money, right? Money runs the world because everyone's trying to chase it. But the thing is that money also has connections, it has power, it has influence, it has you know, the help for someone else. How do you make money doing all of those other things, right? That's something I think about on a consistent basis, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the financing part. But there's more to life than money. So as you're trying to rebrand, focus on your why and your what. Focus on what it really takes for you to get there and how consistent you'll be doing it. How bad do you want it? Do you really want to lose this weight, or are we just going to keep talking about it? Do we really want to start this business, or are we going to keep talking about it? Do you really want to hit 6 figures this year, or do you want to keep talking about it? Do you want to go buy that car that you've been talking about and you want to take care of your parents, or are we just going to keep talking about it? Are we going to get some real estate properties, or are we just going to keep talking about it? You know, like, what are we going to do this next year to rebrand you? Because this is the year that's going to change your life. And the quicker that you realize that, the quicker that you are able to sit back and analyze yourself, then the quicker that you can be able to be ready and start moving forward. Don't wait till December 31st, January 1st to start moving and start acting. Figure out what you want to do and start moving from there. If it takes, you know, you planning until the end of the year, then do that. And then start January 1st. If you're planning, that's cool. But if you already have the plan, why are you not executing already? Don't wait, just execute. So that's really all I got for you on this video. Rebranding yourself in 2025, or just in general. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the most crucial things that so many people go through, is that they're trying to rebrand themselves every single day, every single year, every couple months, to see what really works for them and who they're going to be, who their new identity is. So that's really all I got for y'all. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and until then, y'all, I'll catch you in the next video. Go on.